And I've got to say this, it's a bit of a sham. In fact, it's a sham with an E on the end because it's a shame. It's a big old shame that this Premier League season has ended how it has. I don't think it's good. And we'll be infiltrated by Man City fans saying bitter tears. Of course there are bitter tears. What else have you got? This is not an achievement in the sense that Pep Guardiola craves it. But this must be said. It's a juggernaut. It's not a surprise. And also, the Premier League have created this monster with their own inadequacy. How did they allow this to happen in the first place? Because whatever you think about Man City, they've just exploited a gap in the market. Pep Guardiola can crave attention all he likes, but the problem he faces is that, unfortunately for him, and unfortunately for Man City fans, this Premier League, and it's not me, and it's not the press, and it's not rival fans, this Premier League thinks you did something wrong. So much so that they've charged you with 115 things they think you did wrong. And they've made it public for the last 18 months. So everything you do has got no credibility. Let's just take a beat here. Manchester City are dominating the Premier League, but the Premier League think they've done something wrong. And then we as the consumer are meant to sit there and go, oh, well, ignore all that. It's amazing what they've done. I mean, that's the basic facts. It needs to be said.
Okay, I'm just tired of this whole rhetoric. I'm just done with it. I'm done with it. Does he make some valid points? Mark Goldbridge, the legend in this space. He makes some very, very valid points. I'm not going to lie. It's important to know that we're not the ones who are putting the blame on Manchester City. We didn't charge them with 115. We didn't do that. The Premier League themselves did that. But I'm just tired of it. As an Arsenal fan, you watch this team and you think about last season. We lost the league to a Man City side that finished the league on 89 points. We finished on 89 points this season and we didn't win the league. They're just better. And mind you, this 115 charges that everybody keeps raving about, it started from way before Pep, way before this new best Premier League assemble that we've ever seen, Premier League team assemble that we've ever seen. It started way before Pep. And I hate that people are taking this out on him, like Goldbridge there saying that he craves attention. No, my man is just passionate about winning. The addiction to winning is crazy, and I admire that. I tell you what, if I had an opportunity to get a slight percentage of his desire to win, his desire for success in my chosen field, let's say this YouTube thing I'm doing, if I had that much drive and passion for victory, for hitting my goals every year, every time I step in front of a camera, I would be so successful. I would be so gracious. I'm trying to have that. It is something to applaud. But I understand as a Man United fan, Man City just broke their record. I understand it. But my problem is that I didn't want to win the league that way. Yes, I know Everton got points deducted. Yes, I know Nottingham Forest got points deducted. But if Man City had gotten points deducted and we eventually won this league, I don't know how I would have felt about it. I don't think I would have celebrated. Obviously, I'll take it because it's not my fault they committed crimes that if they found them guilty, of course. It's not my fault. I'll take it. But I wouldn't feel like I deserved it. You know, I wouldn't feel like I've earned it. This last 2 seasons, we would have won the league with 3 games to spare. If I think last season we came second. We came second last season. And the next in line, the third place team came 9 points behind us. They were 9 points less than what we had. This season, 7 points. So we would have won the league at least with 2 games to spare on both seasons, if not for Manchester City. And I feel nothing but admiration for this team. You watch them. Look at Rodri yesterday. A lot of Arsenal fans are losing their minds because of what he said during his press conference after the game. He said that when we came to the Etihad, we didn't want to win. And he said he sensed that. He saw the fact that these players were not trying to win the game as a sign that they would drop points. That's what he said. And he also said that I saw that little loophole and I have to, and I'm going to take the opportunity when it comes. And if you give us any opportunity, we're not going to lose no games. He said that we're going to go on a run as long as you give us a little sniff, which we did against Aston Villa. We gave them the opportunity to go ahead, and they did not drop nothing. And I admire that. Listen, I feel like a lot of us don't try to put ourselves in people's shoes. If I had Rodri, if Rodri was an Arsenal player and he said this, I would absolutely be loving it. I would love it because it's masterful. It's the type of mentality that you want your players to have. It's the type of mentality that you as an individual should have if you want to achieve great things in life. And I admire that a lot. Did it hurt me as an Arsenal fan? 100%. I'm pissed off by it. Don't get me wrong, but in a way that I hope my players see this and tap into that and see it as a reason to push on, to want more, to desire more, to not be satisfied like Arteta said. That's how I want them to see the way I am. Not to be salty and feeling disrespected. No, it's not a disrespect. You guys are way younger than Rodri. You're in a team that doesn't have as much depth as Manchester City. We don't even need to talk about their Bernardo Silvas, their Dokus of the bench, their Grealish. We don't want to talk about that. They have strength in every department. But the fact that you're only 2 points away, you need to see this and feel like, listen, if we actually go to the Etihad next season, like if we did this season and we got that victory, we would have won the league by 1 point. Think about it. If we dropped all the points we dropped, if we won the game at the Etihad, we would have won the league because they only won the league by 2 points ahead of us. You know, and I'm just tired of it. I don't know if other Arsenal fans agree with me in the comments. Let me know if you feel like it's a big deal that they didn't get charged 215. Would you have liked it if they would have gotten points deducted and you won the league because of that? No. Like Arteta said, I would like to win it on the grass. I would want to win the league on the grass, not because the judges said something. It would really hurt. Now, here's the thing. 115 charges, I'm not going to just bypass that like it doesn't matter. I feel sorry for the City fans because they had no hand in this. They had nothing to do with this. People came in, took advantage of the loopholes. Unfortunately, they were caught. Remember, they're not guilty yet. They've just been charged. So the Premier League thinks that they've committed crimes, up to 115 of them. And we all know, I'm 30 years old, so I don't know if other teams have done this, but we know Chelsea did it with Abramovich when he first signed. He came into the scene, bought every single player, the Crespos, the Shevchenkos, the Decos, he bought everybody, spent in money that wasn't football money. And that's what financial fair play. You can't spend what you don't make, essentially. You can't spend outrageous amount of money compared to what you've made. It has to make sense, right? In a nutshell, there's a lot more to it. But we know Chelsea did it. They got away with it because during those times, financial fair play wasn't this strict. And Man City came in, unfortunately for them, unfortunately for their fans, they had started being stricter during those times when they did the same thing. You know, and like Goldbridge says in the video, Newcastle couldn't do that now. They have Saudi owners, they have super rich owners, but they cannot pump in their money that they make outside of football into the team and buy everybody else and just be successful. You can't do that anymore. It's just sad. You know, that there will always be a blemish. There will always be a stain on this Manchester City titles. But I don't care about that. I really don't. I want to win the league on merit. Yes, I understand that he played a part. Don't get me wrong. All those years of doing that and building beautiful foundations, being able to sign all the players you sign and the best manager in the entire world, in my opinion, it does help. It does help. They definitely benefited from this. But I'm not one to be like, oh, there, punish them so I can win the league. No, I'm not that desperate for success. Not in that way. Not in that way. I love my success, don't get me wrong. And it'll come. It will come, but I hope we win it on the grass playing against this Manchester City side as well. I don't know what's going to happen during the summer. I don't know what will be done with these charges that have been brought up against them. But whatever it is, I just want to see my team be doing well and keep growing. And hopefully last time we lost by 5 points. This time we lost by 2 points. We go again next season. Hopefully it's nothing. And we're the one at the summit come the end of the season. Please let me know what you think about this video in the comments. Do you agree with Goldbridge? Do you feel like Man City should be stripped or shouldn't have been, given the opportunity to be this big? Or do you agree with me as an Arsenal fan or as a City fan? How do you feel about this? Let me know in the comments. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. It truly, truly helps me out. And I'll be honored to welcome you guys into this platform. Thank you. I appreciate it. Take care. God bless. Peace.